What is up, everyone? I hope you all are having a good day. Good day indeed. So, we're streaming this week. I made no announcement whatsoever in regard to this, um, but after after the ball drop of what happened last week, I'm not taking any chances with this week's chapter. For those of you who are unaware, last week's chapter was what's up, Joshua? What's up, Anonymous Potato? Spiritual Element, welcome. What is up, Ryan? Yes, Suyu is joining us today, so she's a big fan of UnOrdinary. What is up? Is just Shadow. Hey, Kweku. What is up, Tyrone? Hope you guys are doing well. So yeah, after last week's episode, I'm not taking any chances with these big reveals because I can't handle it, man. I can't handle it. Uru giving us the clapbacks, and it was crazy. I was not expecting a lot of what happened last week to happen. So yeah, so no, last week was crazy because John gets the coronavirus ability. Maybe, who knows. Yes, she does, Uru or Tyrone, and I want to touch on that, but I'm also not sure if I should because technically this information is public. This information is public, so I'm kind of like, maybe I can show you. Maybe I can show you guys. So, dang it. I was gonna try to reach out to Uru about that too. Because again, the information is public. It's out there. People have already seen it. But at the same time, it is kind of like fast pass spoiler stuff. So, I fixed the volume. What's up with the volume? Something up with the volume again? Is something up with the volume, you guys? Have you ever watched UnOrdinary? Have you watched the UnOrdinary I'm Not a Hero by God 984 because it's really good. I have not, Panzer. What is that? But yeah, I kind of want to touch on that piece of information. Who said that again? Who said that? Tyrone. I do want to touch on the piece of information, but again, I'm very skeptical to do so because I don't know if Uru necessarily wants it to be known as well known quite yet, but I'm sure it's well known throughout the fandom already. So maybe I'll touch on it. A music video. I'm not too big a fan of AMVs, if I'm being honest. I find AMVs quite annoying, actually. My biggest problem with AMVs, quick little sidebar, is I always want a fight scene that I loved watching as a kid and I would just want to see again. I just want the freaking fight scene. And so I'll think, oh, cool, sweet, here it is. Just off the top of my head. Choji versus Jirobo. Like, that's a great fight scene from Naruto. I love it. And then I click on it. That's the name of the video. Choji versus Jirobo. And I click on it and the anime music starts and I'm just like, oh my gosh. Like, look, little 13-year-old kid who thinks he's original, I don't care about the work you put into this. I wanted to watch an anime fight, not your poorly edited anime music video, okay? If I wanted to look up an AMV, I would have put AMV. So don't freaking title your video Choji versus Jirobo. This isn't Choji versus Jirobo. This is your trash. Anyway, that's how I feel about AMVs. It's well known to fast passers, to my knowledge. People are already mentioning it throughout Reddit, so it may not cause anything big or depressing song. What was it? Music video with cool picture. John is listening to Lucid Dreams. Music lines up. Amazing with pictures. Drew of John. Oh, okay. Was Claire a bad person? I'm confused. Was John right for beating her up? The ep is disappointed. Okay, so like Collins. So like personally, I think Claire was a bit of a bad person because as we've learned from John's point of view and also from Adrian, who was a very close follower of John, who kind of like wanted him to like see what Claire was really and actually I'm surprised Adrian's still friends with Claire, unless this was part of her plan. But no, like Adrian even said like, hey, Claire is kind of a bitch, she's gonna try and betray you. And John clearly didn't listen to him, and he clearly beat him up. But Adrian was like, Claire's been using you this whole time. Like she's not who she says he's been. So, and Claire clearly did use John for her own gain. So, is she a bad person? I would say no more than anyone else is in the series. Anyway, so last week, where did we leave off last week? Well, last week we got a confrontation between Ison, Arlo, and Serafina, where Ison was scared shitless because he thought they were going to beat him up or do something, and he was freaking out the whole time, and they wanted information on Terrence, which is what they got. Now, here's what I think it was you, Collins, who pointed this out in my video last week. Arlo literally never learns because, once again, he's snooping into another person's life. He's snooping into their private life, and that could honestly horribly backfire on him again, especially if Terrence is connected to Ember. He's going to dig into Terrence's life, he's going to uncover information, and people are going to start coming after Arlo again. Like, it's going to rub in his face again. That's what Collins predicted, and I think that's a very wise prediction if Terrence truly is connected to Ember. What's up, Michael? We don't know exactly Claire's personality. We're told that Claire was going to leech off John after he gets his powers, but who knows where she went after since we're shown. Who knows where she went after that, since we're shown seemingly genuine. Photos of her and John, even outside of school. Something with side. I'm pretty sure Zeke is by far the absolute worst character. Zeke is just a bully. Like, Zeke's not horrible. Is he horrible, like, for breaking people's arms who don't submit to him? Yes, that's a dick move. But I honestly do think, as far as, like, how he started off, Arlo was a much worse character than Zeke. Because, again, Zeke's just a bully. Bullies are easily dealt with. You beat them up, they're put in their place. They don't mess with those who are stronger. They cower behind those who are stronger. He's a piece of shit for turning on Sarah when she lost her power, yeah. But at the end of the day, Zeke's just a bully. Let's, again, not forget, Arlo literally tormented John for a month. And he got Serafina suspended from school just because she was hanging out with John. Let's not forget that. Arlo, and again, I've brought this up like a dead horse. I want to ask Uru if Arlo was supposed to be a much more sadistic antagonist than he is now, because let's not forget, he choked Rain during the turf war. He choked this girl out just because he thought she was not deserving of the title of queen. He completely was going to kill this girl, even after another king said, okay, the match is over, you win. He was still going beyond what was necessary until Serafina stepped in. I still think Arlo was a worse person. And I want to know what made Uru decide to get rid of that nature of him, because Arlo was a lot more sadistic back when we first met him. Maybe it's because John's that much stronger than him that he's chilled out a bit, because he's seen someone who's unhinged and it's his fault. Maybe, but who knows? What's up, Cash Money? Welcome back, my friend. Ooh, oh, you're right. Elaine is the worst. I forgot about that bitch. See, like, she's so terrible. Like, I forgot that she existed. Elaine and Ison are fake, yes, but Ison isn't as bad a person as Elaine. How is the quarantine treating you? The quarantine, Evelyn, is going fine for me. I'm not exactly quarantined. I still go to work because I'm the only person in the office. Everyone else is working from home, so I'm just like, Well, if everyone else is working from home, there's really no point in me having to worry about being isolated from everyone. I basically already am. And other than that, I just go to the store. I just get the stuff. Luckily, where I'm at, we're not too bad off. Like, there's definitely a lot of stuff missing from stores. I haven't been able to find toilet paper, but I have been able to find bottled water, like pasta, some food. So I'm doing fine there. Other than that, I just stay home most days like I normally do. On the weekends, I'll still meet up with my friends and we'll still play video games together. But yeah, that's how I'm going. I hope all of you guys are still doing okay in the quarantine. I know it's kind of a crazy time right now in the U.S., but just remember, don't panic. The coronavirus is bad, but it's not. This isn't the apocalypse. This isn't Mad Max, so don't worry. Just keep yourself clean. Don't go out too much. Make sure you're keeping yourself healthy. Get a checkup if you do think you have the coronavirus. Try and get yourself tested. If you do, keep yourself isolated for a few weeks. It's fine, guys. Don't worry. Don't worry. I feel fine. I'm feeling great. Anyway. Anyone remember? Okay, hold up. I missed. Aslo. Elaine is just a follower. Elaine is someone who thinks she's a lot higher than she really is. And you remember Heat Palm? Yes, Hauer. I don't think we're getting John this episode. I don't think we're getting John for a while, Collins. Wasn't he like a 2.1? I think that's about Hauer's ability, yeah. No, he might have been like around a 2.4 because I remember he was even hanging out with Wenke and all them, like all those other higher mid-tiers. So yeah. So I think he might have been a little higher than just a 2.1. That question, I'll see if Uru answered that yet. Heat Palm can be taken down by anyone. Claire will probably make things worse if John finds out about it. Vulcan is Howard's long-lost mom. Yeah, like, I've seen a lot of people. I don't think I've ever told you guys, actually. I know I've told the other Jokers and everything. But a lot of people are like, dude, Vulcan is totally John's mom. Like, come on. Like, come on. And I'm just looking at Vulcan, and I'm like, guys, if anything, if Vulcan is related to anyone, she's related to Howard. Just on hair color and ability alone. Like, look at how similar those abilities are. Cash Money, what's up? It's good you're doing well so far, my guy. Yeah, I'm doing fairly well. Low-key, all I do is stay inside. Never gonna get corona. Yeah, that's right. Melee is a scrub version of Vulcan. Tell me about it. The best ability so far. Aura Manipulation's pretty sweet. But, no, actually, no. Real talk. Keeping it 100. I actually really like Zeke's ability. I talked about this before when I was, I think that was a question of the day I had, like, what's your favorite ability? And I actually really like Zeke's ability because I'm a big fan of Nightcrawler from X-Men, and I love the teleport ability. I think it's really cool, and I think it can make some really sick fighting styles if Zeke, like, wasn't trash. And also, he has a defensive form, which is very interesting. I want to know what Uru's logic is behind certain abilities, like Zeke's ability. Like, what exactly does phase shift mean, other than teleportation, and how does it grant him a defensive form? That's what I want to know. Anyway, we've gotten really off topic. So last week, we were on that. Ison and Arlo and Seraphina, they got information on Terrence. Arlo was going to keep an eye out for him, but then Seraphina threw us a real curveball. A lot of you brought it up in chapter 174, where she would just like completely brush over the fact that John called her Claire. Claire? Is that her name? Yeah, Claire. I always get Claire and Elaine confused. I don't know why. But yeah, he was like, I can kick your ass, Claire. And Seraphina just completely brushed over. She was like, Claire, who's that? Well, I'm just going to keep yelling at John. But last week, she asked Ison, I need you to find a girl named Claire. I need you to get me her contact information. She used to go to school with John. And I was like, okay. And he got her information. And we saw what Claire looks like now. And she looks super cute. And Adrian, my boy is swole. He's got the strength. They both aged pretty well as characters. Anyway, that's where last week ended off. And this time, it's time to see where we go from here. So, Ooh, we got a fight on our hands this episode. Another faker? Let's see. Okay, so. Is this Woba Boba? Or this is just a restaurant. Okay, just a restaurant. And it's Blyke just like chomping down on food. And just like. And Rip's just like. I's just like. Dot. And Blyke's just going to. He's got like 4 burgers. What? Blyke, what do you do? He's like. And Remy's just like. And then Blyke's just like, huh? Aren't you guys gonna eat anything? And then Ison, bro, I can't even hear myself think over your chewing. Oh, my bad. And Ison's just got a sandwich, this simp. And Remy's just like, quite an appetite today, huh? You don't usually eat this much. I'm calling it. Blyke, his energy, this is an obvious one, but his energy is connected to literally his energy. So if he uses too much of his energy beams, he's going to be hungrier. I'm calling it. Blyke is like the Flash. The more he uses his power, the hungrier he gets. It's calorie consumption, my dudes. You don't usually eat this much. But Blyke's just like, huh? I suppose. I've been pretty hungry these past few days. Not really sure why. We're just like, guess I'm just growing. And he just shrugs. We're all growing, but we don't eat nearly as much as you do. UnOrdinary episode 176. So, and he's down to 3 now. So, the Joker situation still isn't looking too good, is it? Huh? And Rem's just like, it's only gotten worse. I almost have a drawer full of masks now. And Ison, yeah, the team has submitted multiple articles about students starting to fight back. Mid-tiers especially are getting really sick of Joker. It'll be hard to hold them off much longer. And Rem's just like, hey Blyke, did you manage to get anyone on board with us? Number 9. Here we go. The name drop. Oh yeah. I talked to Rooftop Kid. It's just Abel, that fuckboy. Was that his name? Yeah, it's just him. I talked to Rooftop Kid. He'd said he'd try to tone down the aggressiveness, but he didn't want anything to do with Joker. He got his handed to him after all. Melee and Ventus agreed to keep an eye out from now on, though. This shot had to be drawn by someone else. The necks are the head and the necks are kind of little off. They're a little off. They'll be patrolling hallways in their free time and breaking up any fights they see. Great, that's 2 more to help us out. What about you? Did you get anyone? Yep. Come on. Number 9. We know you got Fuck Elaine. Elaine is already on the same page as us. Down with these jokers. You are a fucking fake ass bitch, Elaine. Fuck you. And I spoke to Holden earlier today too. This all happened in the same day? What? He kind of had a mixed reaction, but at least he seems to be thinking about it. Cecile just ignored me. Oh well, I wasn't expecting much there anyway. Oh, you know what was surprising though? Anything for you, Remy. When Zeke agreed to keep an eye out for jokers, and Blyke's just like, rightfully so. And Ice is just ... You actually went and talked to him? Remy, please don't believe that scumbag. Yeah, he just sucks up to people that are stronger than him. Did you hear about the way he treated Seraphina after she lost her ability? He's still gonna be a dick. Doesn't hurt to ask. Yes, it does! That's both of them. Okay, this is fine. We still managed to convince a couple of people to go easy on the low rankers. It's a start, but we can slowly work on this. And the 2 of them just look at her. We shouldn't focus too much on swaying the high rankers. Remember, This Joker crap barely affects them, so they have no reason to care. They can't utilize Joker's anomaly because their abilities are easily recognizable, and if a weaker student tries to jump them, they'll just wipe them out. Most of the violence is happening among low and mid tiers. That's where we need to aim our attention. Yeah, right now our biggest problem is the rising number of Jokers. We gotta find a way to stop more from emerging. And Aisha's just like, huh? Once we do that, we can work towards fixing the tension between low tiers and mid tiers. So, what should we do? We already tried talking to a bunch of them, but it hasn't helped much. Bison's got a plan because it's blacking out on the background is blacking out, and it's him. Don't worry, we'll figure something out. And I just ... If only people knew who Joker was, then nobody could pretend to be him anymore. But if I revealed John's identity, would anyone actually believe me? And Ison does not have a plan. Ison's just scared. And he's remembering when John, electrocuted him. What am I thinking? Going up against him will just earn me another beating. It's nighttime now. Wellston Boys' dormitory. And it's Ison in bed. ... I put you here because I recognize your talents. It's Arlo. You can either sit here and continue to whine about how you're unqualified, or you can use your influence to correct this mess. It's not just you. We've all lost touch with the school, so we're all responsible for this. Whether we want to or not, I think we owe it to the school to take some responsibility and start treating our roles more seriously. Ison just falls asleep. Damn it! He rolls over. Stop thinking about that stuff. And Blake's getting up. Ison's asleep. Blake's getting his bag. And he just walks out. The next day. Bullshit. Oh my god, I forgot a fight happened in this chapter. But this is probably just going to be an end-off, if we're being honest. So it's just Ison walking down the hall. I've had enough of your bullshit! And I was just, huh? Roland! Is that my boy? I don't know if this is Roland, but it's like a student on the ground with Roland's hairstyle and his color. And it's, Gianna, quiet down. People are watching us. Oh, fuck no. Not my boy. Not my boy. No. Come on. Man. You think you're clever hiding behind that mask, huh? So Gianna is like a girl with like a bob cut, kind of. She's got her hair back though. She's got a similar haircut to like Wenky, but she also has like some hair like going back. Not my boy. Not my boy. You think you're clever hiding behind that mask, huh? You really think we're that stupid? Like we'd be too afraid to fight back? Hey, don't sink to their level. If you go any further, you'll get in a big trouble. Psh, yeah, right. Joker almost beat half the royals to death. I didn't hear about him getting any sort of punishment. That's because he's a high tier. He's got special privilege. I don't care. I'm sick of this shit. I'll take the suspension over letting these assholes attack me all day long. And she's driving. Roland! Man, Roland, you're supposed to be better than this. This is bullshit. Roland. I thought you were better than this, Roland. Come on. Roland was a faker. Our boy was a faker. Come on, man. Come on. And she's ugh. And this Gianna girl's hands are like lighting up. So you like Joker, huh? Then I'll fucking show you Joker. And she punches him like right in the face. Cut it out, Gianna. Hey. And she just looks up. He's already down. Ison. That's enough. No, it isn't. If If he attacks me as Joker, then I have every right to beat the crap out of him. There's no point in going overboard like this. Excuse me? Overboard? These kids are running around with a freaking mask on and jumping students on their way to class. And I fight back, and I'm going overboard? You, Remy, and Blake have really been favoring these guys lately, going easy on them and letting them get away with everything, while the rest of us have to deal with their bullshit. Yeah, what the hell? What about us? Why? No disrespect, but is it because you're afraid of Joker? So much that you feel the need to cater to these cheap imitations too? Hey, watch what you're saying. I want answers! And Ison just ... Of course I'm afraid of Joker. He's leagues stronger than I am, and he could literally end me at any time. When I found out his secret, I did what I could to keep everyone away from him. Wait! I know what you want! I'll help you! He's remembering his fight. But... okay. Your first fight with John Ison, you didn't deserve to be knocked out. John should have heard you out when you said you could help him. Should have heard you out. But when you were freaking spying on him for information on Remy's fight, you had that coming, my dude. You get no sympathy from me on that one. And also when you interfered with a one-on-one fight with a royal challenge. So, you don't get any sympathy from me on those two occasions. Remembering John shooting right through his arm and electrocuting him. After how he treated me and everyone else. And after watching the school slowly sink to its current chaotic state. What was the point in even helping him? Ison, you weren't trying to help John. You were trying to cover your own ass. Helping John would have been not crushing his wrist. Would have been not breaking into his personal records. Helping John would have actually been what you originally told him, what he was originally on board for. Spreading light on the low-tier situations to try and make their lives easier on Wellston. You didn't try to help John, Ison. You tried to save your own ass. You tried to follow Arlo's instructions. You tried to barge into John's past, his private history. You didn't try to help John. You tried to save your own ass. What was the point in helping John? What's the point in acting like you tried helping him? Why am I still keeping his secrets for him? No answer? Does that mean I'm right? That's really sad. I looked up to both you and the Royals, but now you all seem so decisive. If you're gonna allow people to use Joker's identity to get an upper hand, then I don't see why I can't also follow Joker's example and strike my attacker a couple times. I should just ... Follow Joker's example. If Joker doesn't hold back, then why should I? Wait. So if Joker were to openly run this school, would you accept him? What? 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 Okay. Chapter ends. Does this mean that he's gonna reveal that John is Joker? Or is he gonna talk to John about literally having Joker run the school? Or is Ison gonna be Joker now? Oh, man. We didn't get to see Blake, and so Blake's still doing his thing. He's still doing his thing. But wow, I was... Man, Roland, my dude. You're supposed to be way better than this. I'm like 80% sure this is Roland. This looks. What does Roland's haircut look like? I'm gonna go back to a chapter he was definitely in, which would have been 72. Maybe it's not Roland then. Roland's hair is lighter. Okay. Okay. I don't think it's Roland after all, actually. Because this guy, his hair's not wait, what was it? So yeah, this guy, he's not Roland. Thankfully, his hair is a lot darker than Roland's. Yeah, his hair is like a darker shade of blue than Roland. So it's not our boy, thankfully. Is this a guy or a girl actually? It's hard to tell when they're getting beaten up. But yeah, yeah, no. Blake and Ison were 100% right to like call Remy out and be like, no, do not get Zeke involved. Like that's a horrible idea. Um, Cecile ignored them, but I think that wasn't necessarily Cecile saying no. I think it was more just like Cecile being like, I'm gonna take John out. But no, like a lot. This was a crazy chapter. I'm calling it. The more Blake uses his power, the hungrier he gets. His energy literally eats away at his energy. He's the Flash of UnOrdinary. In the sense that when the Flash uses his powers, he burns through a tremendous amount of calories. He's a black hole of snacks. He is a snack hole. Anyway, but no, yeah. And then Ison stepping in as a high authority figure in the school was pretty impressive to see. But again, you didn't try to help John Ison, so don't act like you did. Don't act like you are all high and mighty and you try to like help a poor low tier, or you try to help John from staying calm. You didn't. You were trying to save your own ass. But yeah, who knows what's gonna happen next? I was hoping we would get to see Blake in more action, but I guess we're not. But yeah, yeah, I guess is Ison gonna reveal John, or is he gonna tell John you need to don the mask again and run the school as Joker? But man, I don't know what's gonna happen, guys. I don't know what's gonna happen. But Uru, I wonder if next week we're gonna get on the news talk about Blake as a vigilante fighting stuffs. Uru posted a few weeks ago. Um, she wanted hero name ideas for Blake, and Ty Animations, my buddy Ty, he suggested the name that we came up with, Crimson Jack, and a lot of people really liked that. So I'm interested to see if that name will end up in UnOrdinary. But for the time being, we can only wait till next week to see what happens. It was not Roland. Roland was not a faker, which I am so relieved for. I thought it was, and I was like, Roland, fuck you. You're a piece of shit. But anyway, it's going to have to be it for today. Hope you guys stay doing well. And yeah, feel free to check out my Twitter down below. Feel free to join our Discord down below. Check out my DeviantArt. Be sure to give UnOrdinary a read. Until next time, guys, I will see you all then. So, peace out.